Hey, brothers. Welcome to another episode of the Life Math Money podcast, and I'm glad to have you here. I haven't published in a while again, as usual, because I've been busy with business and I haven't had time. But this episode is actually motivated by a friend's story who has happened to have an unfortunate incident where someone purchased his name.com and then started using it to essentially defame him and post embarrassing things about him. And I think that it's an important topic for many of you about why you should own your first name, last name.com, irrespective of whether you want to use it or not. Owning your name allows you to control your reputation. And you need to be in control of your reputation because your name is your brand, your identity, your reputation. It represents you on the internet and you have to have control over it. You can use yourname.com to put up good things about you, what you're building, what you've accomplished, what you've done in the past. Basically everything that you want other people to see. You want people to find good things about you when they Google your name, and you don't want them to find embarrassing shit you've done when they find your page. Owning your own name.com lets you control to some extent what your digital impression on people is. If you don't control your reputation, other people will control it for you, and that might not be for your benefit. People who want to hurt you will buy your name.com and will put up embarrassing things you've done for everyone to see. And you do not want to allow this to happen. I will give you an example. There's this guy whose name is Sammy Dindane who ran an affiliate partnership scam. And he kind of scammed me for $10,000 in affiliate commissions. That means he just took the money and ran away. So I promoted his product, his software, and he took the cash and he didn't pay me my commission. And now if you go to his name, sammydindane.com, SAMYDINDANE.com, you will find the story of how he scammed me and maybe even other affiliate partners for the world to see. His children, if he manages to have them, will eventually type his name out of curiosity and find the same story, eventually bringing shame to his entire family. Now, this would have been much harder for me to do if he had owned his name, but unfortunately for him, I own his name and therefore I control his reputation. You must own your name whether you intend to use it or not. And at the very least, owning your name will protect you from any enemies that you might happen to make. So instead of spending $10 on a beer, go to NAMECHEAP or any other domain host and just purchase your first name, last name.com so that other people who wish to hurt you, they can't do that. They can't damage your brand. Secondly, owning your name serves as a starting point for your business identity. So in the future, if you want to set up a personal website and sell consulting services or even start a newsletter, a website with your name on it is the perfect starting point. Even if you don't intend to sell anything, you can use your name to host some kind of resume or a portfolio site. Domain names are the real estate of the internet, and people will look up your website before they decide to hire you, work with your business, or just to learn more about you. Thirdly, your name will always be relevant, right? Your business may change, your location may change, your hobbies may change, your appearance, personality might change, and apparently nowadays even your gender might change. But your name is likely to stay the same, and it will always be a relevant pointer to who you are, and therefore it's important for you to own it. Fourthly, it allows you to get a professional email address. Owning your name.com allows you to get a professional email ID like your first name @yourname.com, which is far more professional than something like @yahoo.com or @gmail.com. People will judge you for this. Customers judge you for this, where they will look up your site and before they buy for you, if they ever happen to look up your customer service email or something and your customer service email is yahoo.com or gmail.com, they will think you're an incompetent person. They want to see something like support@thedomain.com. And having a Yahoo or a Gmail address for your business is considered to be incompetent. So this is another advantage of having your own domain name and having your name on your domain name. And finally, it's actually very cheap. You can own your domain, you can own your name.com for like $10-15 a year. In fact, domain names are so cheap that there are companies which will buy thousands of domain names and then squat on them and try to resell them to you for like $500-600 to make a profit. And back in 2010, Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin, he himself noted that the price of .com registrations is lower than it should be, and therefore any good name you think of is always already taken by some domain name speculator. So if you have a unique name, right, it should be fairly easy to get a .com. But if you don't, then you will have to do some tricks. You will have to use a middle name in your name or just a middle initial. So instead of say mahatmagandhi.com, you might need to get mgandhi.com or mahatmakgandhi.com, mahatmakaramchandgandhi.com or something like that. So you might need to try some variations if your name is not that common. In either case, domain names are always getting sold. So the available space of available domain names is always getting smaller each year. So it's better to buy your name right now as opposed to tomorrow or the day after, because every single day the likelihood of you being able to purchase your name is reducing. And if you wait too much, you might not be able to get it. It only costs $10 a year. So do it right now. You must own your name. It represents you on the internet. And the longer you wait, the more likely it is that your name will be taken by someone else. And if it's taken by someone else, then it might be used for hurting your reputation at some point. So I hope that helps. Have a good day, and I will see you guys in a couple of days with maybe another video or a podcast or an article or something like that. I have some more time in the next month, so we should be pumping some content out after months of inactivity. So have a good day. See ya, and click like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. See ya. Bye.